Hey guys, this is Anthony again. I wanted to share a personal story with you about something that I did when I was facing a major life event, change, rather, it was a change in my life. Um, I was put in a position to where I was faced with, if I happen to be the shortest liver, um, what type of security would I leave for my daughters? And my daughters are the most important thing to me in my world. And so what I began to do is shop around for some life insurance because when my dad passed, he didn't leave us. He had a final expense insurance policy, but it wasn't enough literally for us, my brothers and I to really like build on. And I'm a firm believer in generational wealth, right? And so what I did was as I'm shopping around, I find out that it's really just not economically possible for me to leave like $1 million for my daughters. And so, but what I did, I was talking to my business partner. I said, well, can I take and put some insurance policies or two insurance policies on my daughters, and now that be their trust fund, and I make the payments every single month. He said, Anthony, of course you can. So what I did was on my youngest and my oldest, I put a policy on each one of them, and I call it their trust fund. I make the payments every single month, and my daughters right now are in their 20s. So by the time they reach 40 years old, 45 years old, they will have upwards into, $200,000, cash value that they can now use for whatever purpose. They can take a loan against it. They can use it to buy a house with. They will have access now to wealth, the generational wealth. So for me, what I provided was three things, and these three things were important to me. One is that I provided security because I wanted to end it, and then I also have I also have a medium sized final expense policy. I think of like 100,000 just on myself, but that's just to take care of final expenses. There's a little bit there left. But then the main thing I did was I wanted to create their trust fund. So therefore now they could actually have something to build on, to build their life on. So by the time they're in their 40s, each one of them will have about $200,000. And again, I make the payment every single month. Now, you say that, well, Anthony, you could have did that with term insurance. Well, the problem with term insurance is that there's a term on it. Because what if I live till 90 years old, right? What if I live to 100 years old? My grandmother just passed. She was 106 years old. So if I live to 90 years old, a term policy only lasts for a term of, say, 10 years. So now that means that every year I have to constantly renew that policy, and then it gets more expensive, as I age. So, but on my daughters, that their premium is going to remain consistent. And then I was able to get it based off of their age. So I call that now their trust fund, and it allowed me again to create the security for them. It allowed me to take advantage of compound interest, and it allowed me to create generational wealth. These were the three most important things to me that I wanted to do, so that way now I can leave a legacy behind. So if you're in that position where you're having a major life change or event, and you're thinking about your legacy, you're thinking about, how do I build something for my kids? I'm still relatively young and vibrant. I mean, I travel. I'm not looking to die tomorrow, but I'm looking to have an extended life. What do I do? Hit me below in the comments, and let me kind of tell you a little bit more in detail about what I did. I'll be glad to share my story with you, and structure something for you and your kids. So therefore now you can now take advantage of that same benefit. Hey, I appreciate your time. Like this here. Leave me some comments below. Tell me what you think about it. Share it. I'm really excited to be here. Again, remember the purpose of my platform is to help people to eliminate debt, but I'm also sharing some very personal things, sharing some other tips and tools. And so just keep hanging with your boy. I look forward to sharing more content with you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.